core action 2. I want to start here with that very first box. So the very first box has us do the math. Now, we've already done the math, so we're not going to talk about that. But I do want us to spend a little time when we talk about this part right here. We said the load bearing walls were these things right here. So I want you to take a look at the lesson. And if you had to identify what were the problems that really drove towards these things that we see here on the screen, I want you to go through your lesson and circle those, or even just write down what steps those are. So you're like, oh, step 2, step 3, step 4. So let's take like 1 or 2 minutes just personally, just looking at the lesson. Which steps would you prioritize based on these being the load bearing walls? All right, drop in the chat for me about how much more time you need. 1 minute, 2 minutes. And it's okay if you don't get through all of them. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so based off of that, okay. All right. Tell me more, Madison. Why 2 through 5?
Because I was leading through
we said that we should do 2 through 5 because those steps had the majority of, we haven't looked at the other ones yet, but once we got to like 7, we realized that 2 through 5 would probably be important to do because they give the examples and they let you walk through it with your kids and they have the correct number sets.
Okay. All right, awesome.
Doing it again.
And then past that, it's just asking you basically to do it again. So it's using the models. It has the things that you need to do.
But you said something on the end. What'd you say? Heard you say something.
Oh, she was just backing me up. She said it has all the things.
Okay. Anyone want to add to that? Any other pieces, or would you build on what you heard from Madison? And what's your name in the back? I forgot your name. What is it?
Michelle. It's Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, Michelle. All right, Michelle and Madison. Eminem over there. Okay. All right, Eminem. M squared. Okay. Anyone want to add to that? That you like other ones that you like? This I definitely need to make sure that I emphasize here. They have 2 through 5. Anything else you all would add to that?
I'd say number 8, where you're discussing the strategies that they shared. So just in case a student is not comfortable with the number line, having them explain why.
Okay. All right. So
I like number 12.
Okay. It's the last 5th grade right there. Listen.
I know. I'm just saying I love number 12.
Okay. Why 12? Tell me more, Miss Fields.
I love 12 because you actually get to come to the board and you actually first of all, as a teacher, you draw several number lines on the board, and then you have 3 different pairs of students come to the board and share what they're doing and explain. So therefore, as a teacher, I want to know what they're thinking and why they're thinking that way. And then other students get to comment on it, whether they agree with it or don't agree with it. For to me, it gives the room for them to discuss what they're learning. And I can stand back and just have the class have an open discussion for a moment.
Okay. All right, cool. So it's a variety of strategies. We said 2 through 5, we said 8, and we said 12. And I think this part is really important because we want to know, like, where should we really be spending the bulk of our time? Not that we're gonna skip anything, not that we're gonna eliminate anything, but it's like, okay, where can I spend most of my time? Now, something that I did to just kind of highlight those most important problems, I went through and I highlighted the ones that I thought were the most important. And I also put right beside it, like, what's the key idea? Step 2, step 3, what's the key idea? And just going through and seeing what are those parts that really drive towards that goal that we talked about, that we said in terms of those load bearing walls, where they're using addition and or using subtraction, or they're solving those 1 and 2 step story problems. So that might be, as we think about how do we shift from checking boxes, boom, let's go right here. All right, so okay, so now let's shift gears from the first part of doing the math. We've already done that, and this is really about prioritizing which problems really drive towards that goal. Okay, so obviously there's a lot to core action 2, but because of the time, we are going to focus specifically around addressing misconceptions, because that's that differentiated instruction piece. So